Martin, it was another bitter pill to swallow in injury time, another conceding of a really late goal. What is happening in the 90th minute? Is it a lack of concentration? Can you put your finger on why this is happening?
I will always stand up for my players, so I don't want to talk about reasons and excuses and tell people that we are not good enough or not mobile enough or not strong enough. It's always a team thing, and we could have scored before. But of course you want to keep a clean sheet. That helps us because we are not a team who will win games after being down all the time. We've got probably a lot of games where we score a goal and then we do well. Of course you can't let yourself down and the crowd down and concede goals like we did against West Brom, Cardiff, Newcastle. That would have been 3 or 4 points and we would have been fine. So
Craven Cottage has been a difficult place for teams to come to. It's not so difficult at the moment and hasn't been for a number of months. Is that because of the style of play at home? Has the team been found out for how it plays? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, my thoughts are the same as it was last year. Berbatov, of course, can score 18 goals. He scored 15 goals. So can you imagine if he would not have been here? But Berbatov is not a workhorse up front who will be physical. But on the other hand, we should be good enough to keep the ball on the deck and play our game. But if you see the differences in formations, Bent came in, Adel came in injured, come back again. So even at the end of October, September, I was still playing with the new formation. Bent had to play with Berbatov, for example, and I saw that the balance was not great. And of course you work in training, and then in training it's a bit different. Berbatov is a great player, Bent is a finisher, Adel Terapt is good, but then Adel Terapt wasn't fit, so I had to use him as an impact player.
Is he fit now? Is that something that you've been working on?
He didn't train with us. He did train with us today, so that is quite late, but I have to make a decision, either put him on the bench to make an impact or other players who probably started last week. And that is the other thing, if you got, I think in the spine we're fine. Scotty Parker, who is out now, was probably arguably our best player, but we still got the players in midfield like George or like Sitwell who could do well because they did well before. Well, of course, my goalkeeper was not there. In midfield, we had to change it. Up front, we had to change it, and not only because of injury. You need goals, and I need goals. And if the flank players are there, I love playing with flank players. But if they don't produce the goods, you have to. You need number 9s, number 10s to score goals. That is why I was very happy with Brian Ruiz to come on. I had to do something, and of course, it wasn't nice for Kakani Klic, but I changed my formation and he scored, and we should have beat them. We should have been, although they are a good team and they invested a lot of money in players, but they are a good team. But I still feel that we are better. We are the better team, and it showed. But all these new things, new formation, and then in the second half we played in a diamond, was new for the players as well. So you can't prepare for that, and hopefully in the future we can prepare for that, because of course you got a plan A, you need a plan B, and that is not easy when Darren Bent is out and then in again, So hopefully we will be settled. Hopefully the players will come back who are injured, and even when they are not there, I still feel that we are good enough. But my players are almost, after the game were sick. I was sick, everyone was sick, and then you get this.
What do you make of that? You get booed off the pitch, and I know you fully believe that the fans should be behind the players, and it's not about you it's your responsibility, but you want the fans to get behind the players for 90 minutes because that inspires them, that makes them play better.
No, I always feel that the people are entitled to do that, so I will keep my head down and work hard and leave it as it is. But if you got too many people booing you, your players could get frustrated and depressed, and that is a very dangerous thing, because don't forget that it's not about me. I took all these players on the board. I know these players well. I still feel that we could be a top 10 club, and we will be, because we've got some good players, and I feel that I've got some good players. But sometimes, you have to work a little bit harder. Even the Berbatovs, the Brian Ruizes. I think the youngsters are working hard, and we have to gel together.
Some of the fans have been saying that it doesn't look like it's a team, that it doesn't look like it's...
And they're right, because if somebody was shouting the whole game, what do you do in training? But of course, if I play Berbatov with Bent, and Bent comes back from injury, you couldn't do a lot in training. And so that is
and
true.
Presumably they have to get covered in midfield, and that
And then I play with a number 10. So if you play with a number 10 and Berbatov, it's fine. But if Berbatov drops in like he did last year and he's drifting to the left, and people see, like of course I see that we need penetration. That is why we took Bent. But after Bent came, everybody was happy. But now he has to play. I talked to him today. I said, you have to play with Berbatov. We have to come up with a balance which works, and I think it's possible, but it's not easy. It's not like July or August. We are in October now, so you still need the results. So we work hard in training. We did a lot yesterday, for example, on our weaknesses and our strength, and today again we spoke about it, big meeting, training again, but hopefully they can be produced tomorrow, because it's not only about us. There will be top 4 clubs and there will be bottom 4 clubs, and we are, after 6 games, we are in the bottom 3 or bottom 4. But one win tomorrow and we will be in that big pack again. Look at Norwich. My friend Chris Hutton, he had 4 points. He beat Stoke away from home. Nobody says anything. So hopefully the supporters will be behind us. But we need wins. That is simple.
Stoke are trying a different philosophy of football since Tony Pulis left under Mark Hughes, who likes to pass the ball. But what are you expecting from them tomorrow? We're talking about defensively being a little bit frail at the moment, and yet they have a big aerial threat, balls into the box. How are you going to deal with that?
Yeah, that is the thing I spoke about with you. We trained yesterday during the start of the week, today. So we have to cope with them. They are a big threat in the air. They still got this throw-in like they had before with Rory Delap. They still got that, and they've got the corner kicks. And of course, we are a bit weak with corner kicks. That is what we showed. So we can't do that tomorrow. But I can't go in and do it. So I told the boys, you have to use your strength. You have to be physical. You have to avoid because it's a simple goal, corner kick. If you saw West Brom, it was a lofted ball and they had a header. You have to be at the end of that sort of crosses, corner kicks. So hopefully we'll do it tomorrow. And I still feel that if you look at us, Spirit is good. Of course, can be better, because if you got a bad spell like we had, Spirit is
that
not.
affects anybody, surely.
Of course, it affects everyone. But we did we worked as usual. A few players came back. Scott Parker is a disappointment that he's not there. Maarten will be back, but I think Stockers is a good goalkeeper. So hopefully he will save us points, and hopefully up front we can make the difference and build it up like we did against Everton a week ago.
Obviously, Brian came on. He scored that fantastic goal, but he came on from the bench. Is he fit enough to start tomorrow? Is he 100% now?
Brian was injured. Brian will always play. Brian is a good player, So Brian, of course, is fit now. He came on. He scored that fantastic goal. So he will be back. Scott Parker is out with injury, like Maarten Stekelenburg is still out. Aaron Hughes is still out. Dick Jagger is not 100% fit, but for the rest, everyone is there.
We wish you luck tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.